Alright, this one is about the monsters, so if you can describe them to me, because I couldn't remember half their names anyway. But which of the monsters is unable to rapid fire?
Cube ones.
No. Try.
Isn't it the small little crab thing?
No.
The big circle, the little spider.
The tank?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called a mega tank. Which monster can spray a poisonous liquid at you?
It's kind of like a worm type thing, right?
Kind of.
Creepy crawly thing.
It doesn't crawl. It flies. It's called a hornet.
Oh, I was thinking about when I was thinking about the weird squirm thing.
Oh, the creepers.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
going with, creepy crawling guy.
Alright, actually one of these monsters you only ever see once in the show. But you see them a lot in the video games if anybody's ever played them. I don't know if you guys will be able to get it. I thought. It's called a calamar, and it attacks the skid when we go into the digital sea for the first time. It's quite interesting and not very fun. Which monster doesn't affect life points? Anybody know? You guys, I don't like it. It's called the Schizozoa.
I was thinking that's what it was. I think it's like
I don't like it very much at all. It's painful. And the largest monster, it's only in the later part of the series. It's called a Colossus. It's really, really big, and we'll talk about it in a minute. So here are all the monsters. Of course, there's only 3 of them. We're going to go across. So we got the crab, and then the cankerlat, which is the first monster we see, and then the mega tank. Crabs are defeated fairly easily because we're used to seeing them a lot. Cankerlats are actually, it says that they're actually kind of close to Halo, an infection form. I found that out. And mega tanks are really hard to defeat. I will tell you that right now because their shell is really, really thick. I am disturbed in the other room. Alright, next we have the blocks. And an interesting thing about the blocks is they can actually stack on top of one another to create a wall. The hornets are actually one of the weakest monsters there are, but they're so fast that they're hard to hit. And their tarantulas, they actually can communicate with each other. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but they actually kind of grunt and roar at each other to figure out strategy. And here's your creepers. They're actually unable to leave Sector 5 or the replica. So that's the only place you ever see them. The mantas, they travel outside of Carthage, which is kind of Sector 5. And the Schizozoa, which William called a giant jellyfish thing, and I am inclined to agree. And it's rumored that there's actually only 1 or 2 that Xana's created. Usually, we've never actually defeated it, ever. So we don't know if there's more than 1 or not. And these are monsters we find in the digital sea. That is the calamar. It's kind of like a squid, which is kind of like calamari. And then you have the conquerors, which are little piranha-like things that like to attack. That is the Colossus. It looks really small in the picture, but I guarantee you it's not at all. It's it's a monster. Just put it that way. The only person to be able to defeat it so far was Auric, if that says anything, and he's probably one of the most skilled Lyoko warriors we have. The shark in the other corner, kind of looks like one. It fires torpedoes, unlike the rest of the monsters. It fires torpedoes because of the data that the Schizozoa stole from the skid when it attacked. And now I'm going to give you a brief summary of the plot. So there's a bunch of random pictures for now. I'm going to show you a little video of pictures, kind of describing the series, and you guys are going to get to listen to my sarcastic commentary because it's kind of repetitive. So here we go. Code Lyoko. Hey, I'm going to go search for parts for the project. So I find this big super cute computer. Turn it on. Look what I find. A girl with pink hair, which doesn't exist. Uh-oh, there's monsters. We need to go fight them. Guys, I need help because I'm worthless. I have no weapons. Deactivate the tower. I can do that. Return to the past because we don't want anyone else to remember it. Not 2 seconds later, we're attacked again. Orc's got it. And of course, gotta have the little heartfelt moments, and then it's ruined. Then it's ruined. Oh look, another monster attacking again. Oh god, why did we ever let Odd go by himself? So, another return to the past, and nobody else will remember anything. And then we celebrated my birthday, which was nice. And now we're getting chased by Bulldozer because Santa doesn't want us around. So we go to Lyoko, fight Santa, yet again. Yumi's turn. And she's sick of it already. Which I don't blame her. It's okay, guys. I think I got this. Hey, guess what? I lead us on Earth now, so we don't have to worry about that. Woo, but guess what? Guess what happens? Anyone guess? We have problems with Santa. Yet again. And this one's big. It wants to steal my memory. And it does. Eventually. Guys, we gotta come up with a better game plan. This doesn't seem to be working as much. Who didn't give Odd his coffee? And National Pick on Yumi Week, where she was literally attacked almost every single day. Almost thrown into the digital sea, and then that debacle, which, yeah. So I start having flashbacks. Very, very weird. And then we actually have to work with Santa to save Lyoko and me, because I am dying without the supercomputer, because I'm still attached. And it looks like he was playing Operation. Xana's evolving, learning, but I got a new superpower, so I'm okay. I can take care of myself now. And we gotta have a few heartfelt moments, of course, before more monsters show up in the new sector. We gotta protect the heart of Lyoko, because it only has 2 shields, which are easily defeated. So we needed some more help, and we get William. Very first time, that's what happens. Obviously, it doesn't work out too well for us, because we're spent helping. What are you doing, Odd? Yeah, that's what happens when we let Odd touch the computer. It doesn't work out. So we make a skin, thinking, hey, we're going to go destroy the replicas here at Xana. So, yeah, pretty cool idea. We're surfing around, exploring. But, this doesn't go very well. But it's really pretty. I mean, it looks like an underwater city up until you get tricky monsters, which are new. Find the replicas, destroy them. You guys don't realize how hard it was. Go to Earth, of all things. We go to Earth in our Lyoko forms, which is kind of ironic. Uh-oh. Who's not? Yeah, then that thing happens. Destroys the skid in the process, so now we have nothing. Odd obviously trying to fight it, and it didn't end too well for him. But eventually, William gets to go back to normal after we decide to destroy Xana, but not before. Oh, hello. Xana, stop it. I'm trying to do something important. Gosh, every time I talk about my father, I swear. So, then the series ends with us turning off the supercomputer, and everybody saying goodbye in their cute little way. That's the heartfelt hug that you feel at the very last episode of the entire series, and made me cry. But I do have a surprise for you guys, though. I don't know. Some of you may know, some of you may not. But there is more Code Lyoko.
What?
There is more Code Lyoko. And it's called Season 5. Code Lyoko Evolution.
I didn't know that. When is this on?
It's going on in France right now. I know
They've already dubbed one. It's already been in America for a while.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not the same. It's live action.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's live action for Earth, and it still has CGI for Lyoko, but it's updated because technology's been more. Yeah, it's brown with the purple streak.
Why isn't it blonde?
I don't know. Honestly, my only problem is I don't like her wig for Aelita. It's off.
It's not a wig. It's actually her real hair. That's the problem.
Is that really what it is? Because I've seen her have it off before, and she has really long hair. But
Yeah,
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah, it looks like
That's all right, everybody. That's why. Because everybody loves Edward. They figured, hey, if we have somebody that looks like Edward, everybody will assume he's a hot one.
The entire show.
I think the best looking person up there is Jeremy.
Thank you.
They got rid of the original song.
I know. They got rid of the original song.
Yumi looks like a guy. She does.
She does. They also, Sissy's blonde, and she only appears in like one episode so far. They don't really have many of the other supporting characters. Principal Delmas looks a lot younger than what he's supposed to, because he has no beard. He has no beard or mustache. He's clean shaven.
Blasphemy.
Wait, do they have Jim?
This is
Yes, they have Jim, thankfully.
He's pretty legit.
Jim, I approve of Jim, but yeah.
What does Shem look like?
He actually looks pretty
He looks pretty good. When I saw the first episode, I'm like, okay, this won't be so bad, because Jim looks like Jim. Until I got to that. But, it does take place a few months after Season 4, And somehow Xana ends up returning because they start having little incidents, and Aelita tries to convince them that Xana has returned. So they're different. And we get there, turn it on, we go back, and the towers are no longer spherical, they are rectangle.
That's an option.
They are rectangle.
Anybody's allowed to
We have,
actually see it.
yeah, anybody can scan in now to deactivate the tower. And we've lost 2 of the sectors, I don't remember which 2, but we did lose 2 sectors in the process. So,
That's blasphemy. I like that.
yeah, honestly,
It's so just for the US version's live action or the France version's live action? I'm confused.
it's not, they're almost finished. This one's only supposed to be like 26 episodes. And they're almost done with the French, so I'm hoping they will do a Western one, but since they've already got 1 episode dubbed, I'm not.
Yeah, they're dubbing them, but this old channel called Kaboom, it's like a really kiddie channel. That's who took it over, and the dubs are really bad.
Are they really?
And they said they did not want to replace the original voice actors because they said they wanted a whole new theme to it, and so Jeremy sounds like a 2-year-old girl.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, please.
I'd rather.
Jeremy sounds like a nerd. He's like, I gotta compute this. And I'm like,
Oh, great, another 4 kids.
no, it's really, no, I think Kaboom like owns 4 kids or something.
So I guess we could yeah. I'll stick with fan dubs, okay? I actually know a few people that are doing a fan dub right now on YouTube, so if you guys want to check it out, I don't remember the name, but I auditioned for it, but I won't do that. But yeah, so that's good. So yeah, oh, I guess we have a half hour left because I decided to speed through everything because I didn't know how long this was going to be without having projector 10 minutes and
Does this have
times.
Wi-Fi?
I'm not actually sure.
Because you could go on YouTube and you could watch the commercial.
Actually, I have the first episode on my computer of Evolution if you guys want to try and watch it.
Yeah.
Try and watch it.
Okay. One thing first, I don't own any of this or I wouldn't be here. I would be doing something else with my life because then I would be kind of rich from owning Code Lyoko. But all the information and some of the pictures are from the Code Lyoko wiki, which is actually really, really helpful. And some of the pictures are from Google Images and from random places. I love the theme song, so I went and put it on my iPad because I'm a total nerd. It's called A World Without Danger, so if you want to look it up on YouTube. And then I guess we can talk if anyone else have anything they want to ask or talk about before we jump into the first episode.
Do you know what nationality Odd is?
Actually, no. I don't. Like, normally you can kind of tell. Some people, like some of the fans say that he's Italian because his family are painters. So I'm not exactly really sure.
Yeah, his last name is Hill.
Yeah, so I'm kind of guessing Italian, but I'm not
I heard
entirely
a
sure.
rumor that it was either Swedish or Italian, so.
That would make sense, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I'm Italian.
So like, for me, like Code Lyoko, I've like been on and off. Like I really watched it a lot on Cartoon Network, and then I stopped having cable, but now it's on Netflix. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
understand pretty much everything except for like the newer stuff. But I'm really confused. So he found the supercomputer just for a project?
He was looking for parts to make a robot for the contest when he makes Kiwi, like the robotic Kiwi. He was looking for parts for that in his whole factory, and he found the supercomputer.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why you go looking in an old abandoned factory for parts, but okay. It's Jeremy.
Deep breath.
Yeah.
They have a whole episode just about how he was coming.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool episodes. It's on Netflix. It's not in the very beginning season. I think it's in one of the later ones. I'm not entirely sure which one. But yeah, if you ever want to watch this, it is on Netflix, which is how I found it again in college, and I love it.
They also have released all the DVDs out, so you can get the.
Yes, I do actually own the entire series now because of that, and I'm very grateful for that. All right, I know we're really, really early, so I'm gonna go ahead and start, the video. But I do have a feedback survey up here. If you guys wouldn't mind coming and filling it out, just saying, hey, what did you like? What did you not like? Kind of stuff like that. Yes.
Are you playing the old stuff or the new stuff?
I'm gonna try Evolution because that's the only thing I have. Just so that way, if you guys want to try and watch it, you guys know what to expect, and then you can decide if you want to watch it. I tried 2 or 3 episodes and I couldn't take it anymore. The storyline is really good. I just don't like the live action. Okay. And I missed the old animation they had for Lyoko in season 4. I loved it, and they changed it.
Maybe we should do a